Yes, and we are live. And welcome to Canada Connect. It is my absolute honor, pleasure, privilege. I don't have words to have this beautiful human being called Shiamak Davar, who has decided to come on Canada Connect and be present here. Shiamak, welcome to Canada Connect.
Anything for you, Mitul. Anything
Uh,
for you.
I am so glad. Like it was, I just asked you, and thank you. Like I don't know words to firstly, I'm too small of an individual in front of
You're
this
not small at
massive
all. Please don't say
personality
all
that is
this.
here. But before we even start, I first want to thank you. Because of you, I'm in Canada. Because of you, you are the one who helped me and connected me to this place, beautiful place called Canada. It was years back where you first got me here when I was training with you and in your institute, and then when there was an opening in
But
Toronto.
Mitul, you've always been such a wonderful person. Besides that, you've also been a very fine instructor, and all the students of yours, for the so many years that you've taught, all of them just loved you. And for me, that was the test of time. That what kind of a teacher you are. They gained knowledge from you. They learned from you. Um, that's the that's the best compliment I could have got. So
But
it's
it's
thanks to you,
because
my
of
love.
you. You always said like it's the teacher, right? Like I learned from the best. So I'm blessed and I'm privileged that you're
Thank
here.
you.
I used to be a shy student, so Shamak, even having a video conversation like with this with you and even talking, that's like it's all thank you to your institute and thank you to your school. I really, 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 really appreciate you coming on here. So Shamak, here Canada Connect is just a platform where we are trying to connect businesses to businesses, businesses to consumers. Everybody, like, because of this state of emergency, people are losing clients, but there is still so much that is online where business owners, small business owners, was doing things from the home. So every other day we'll have some of the other person coming in and connecting them so people can work with right professionals. And how not to bring dance in this thing, because through these Zoom videos there's so many people who are online doing Zoom classes, and Shamak school itself has been offering so many classes. So Shamak, how come you chose Canada as a school? Like, why Canada?
Because first of all, my guru Kaushik Bhavnagri, she loved the place. She wanted to go there and settle down after both her sons died. So I followed her, and I loved her. I looked after her. Well, she looked after me more than I looked after her, but I wanted to be with her. Then my mother also was in India, so I didn't want to leave her.
Right.
And my mommy is 98 even here. I can just fit.
And
She'll say,
Rocky. Hi, Pura auntie. How are you? Long,
so I
long
had to
time.
come back for my mommy. I had to come back for her.
Nice.
So Canada has always been very special to me, and it's we've done the IFA awards there,
Yes.
and it was really wonderful.
You've done
So
IFA, you've done Unforgettable
I'm
Tour,
sorry, not
you've done
IFA,
Toifa, you've
Toifa,
done
Toifa.
Toifa. No, even IFA when
We
it
did the
came to
IFA also. Yes,
Toronto.
IFA
Yeah,
Toronto.
IFA,
But
Unforgettable Tour, and Toifa.
yes, of course,
Exactly.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah. So absolutely. No,
If you see
you
people running up and down, it's my nurse for my mother, so it's okay.
that's totally fine. I just appreciate you even coming on this platform and just sharing this time with us. Thank you. So Shamak, tell me a little, like, you also, because of this institute, you've there are so many people who've come from India. Like me, I was an instructor with you, I got a chance. There's so many other families that have got this platform of your school, and they've come here, they've now families here. From behalf of all of those people, really thank you for this platform. But Shamak, tell me a little more, like how in your day-to-day planning, what is the connect? Like, do you keep thinking about Canada? I want to grow my school here, or why is it so important to culturally connect India and Canada?
See, first of all, a lot of my dancers, a lot of the people I know, uh, naturally have a connect with Canada for some reasons. Their grandfather, their people, whatever. And when I came to Canada, I saw a lot of Indian people there. And I said, my God, I'd love to show them authentic Bollywood, authentic what we really do. Because when people are abroad, sometimes I don't think they really are aware of Bollywood. They mix up semi classical with Bollywood and they mix it up.
Right.
Like sometimes I saw some reality shows abroad where Bollywood was portrayed, but it wasn't Bollywood. It was more semi-classical.
Right. Right.
So I thought, let me just show them what really is Bollywood,
Right.
and also to spread my other classes. So it gave a good response, and I was very happy with it. And so I felt like we should, not stop and carry on in doing this, and that's how it actually happened.
Well, that's fantastic. And Shamak, for people who are watching, when did this whole dance journey for you start as a person?
I think when I started my first musical as a dog in the in the Wizard of Oz, I played a dog called Toto,
Okay.
and I only had to do was to bark. And then the next musical I did was many many years later, when I was must have been about 20. I did a musical called Tommy, which flopped, didn't work.
Okay.
It only stayed for 5 shows. Then there was a musical called Evita, which
Right.
came out, and that became. I was just a dancer there, and I was selected, and I just went for fun. I didn't even. I mean, there was nothing like that here in Mumbai,
Right.
and I just got selected. Then from there, Alec Padamsee heard me singing in Greece, which is another musical that came out. He says,
Okay.
"My God, you can sing!" And that time,
Yeah.
Dalip Tahil, who was leaving the role of Che Guevara in Evita, he said, "Can you
Right.
do the role?" So
Right.
I took on the role. Then from that led to Cabaret, led to other musicals. Then I got into it. Then I went abroad, did some classes, uh, worked very hard there, came back and set up my classes here. And it was only 7 people we had. And then slowly over time, you
Yeah.
know, there was Shah Rukh Khan's wife used to be my student, and she said, "You have to do this movie." And I said, "No, I can't do any Bollywood movie. My style is too Western. It'll flop.
Yeah.
It's never gonna work." And it just worked, and it became like like people said, Shamak, you actually changed the dance world of Bollywood in film, and I was so excited to hear that.
Yeah.
And then so that's how my whole journey was, and I've really been blessed in every way. I cannot thank God more than anything. I mean, I just
You
thank Him all the
truly
time.
have, Shamak. In fact, Dil To Pagale was my first film as well with you as a thing. I don't even know how old or young I was at that time, and we were on the sets, and you were like, Shamak, you're a different human being. You're a legend. You are. I can go on, talking about you and praising you and what you've done for me personally as a human being and as a, as a just. I really want to thank you, and I'm sure thousands of people will vouch for what you do to them. But and of course, you've globally changed the way dance works, dance, the school of dance, the love for dance, the profession of dance, the discipline of dance, and it's truly amazing. Shamak, on that other note, I'd like to ask you, while I have you, I hope I'm not taking too much of your time. Uh, but while I have you, it is, Shamak, you're a huge multi personality. How do you stay so humble? Like, how do you stay so down to earth where, you have a huge following? You have got Mr. Bachchan in some way dancing to your tunes, and you've got
The sweetest man in
Ritik
the world.
and
He, Shah Rukh, Salman, Ritik, Abhishek. Oh God, Aishwarya. Oh God, they're my loves.
yeah, like Shahid and Varun
My
and like
Shahid, my
it
Shahid, my Shahid.
exactly, and these are like
My Varun used to be my part of my school.
yeah,
Alia
yeah.
told me, Shamak, I was also your student for so many years. I said, I didn't know.
Yeah, and it's a platform like has it's a platform where people are connecting and people it's a school where I met my life partner, and there are so many people who met their life partners, and so you basically got people to, yes, come together on this dance platform, but their journeys have grown from there on. So how do you keep yourself so humble? Like, it's so easy to get an ego of but you are like this.
Mitul, I always see, my parents were very down to earth people. So, following my parents, they were very humble,
Hmm.
having Davos College of Commerce,
Right.
being my father taught in Massachusetts Institute of Technology in Boston with my mother. They went there. He did his PhD there. They're very humbling parents.
Right.
I learned from that. My grandmother, who was a star, actually, she's my great aunt, but she was like my grandmother, Nadia Hunterwali. she also was a very humble person, and she was this mega star that time.
Right.
Then my Kaushik auntie, who I was talking about, the Laws of the Spirit World book, which she wrote, and she actually taught me the power of humility and how our life is so transient. It just comes and goes like a
Right.
blink of an eye. Excuse me. What are we here to be proud of? You can be happy about what you achieved. You can be grateful. But the minute the I factor comes inside,
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
you lose the gift. You lose the gift. I think that's something I realized very strongly. And my father and my mother always said that the word is Shiamak.
Hmm.
But no one calls you Shiamak. They say Shamak
Yeah.
because I want the I to be silent.
That's true. Yeah.
So the I is silent,
Fantastic.
which is the ego. So I think having good friends, great parents, my
Yeah.
brother, sister are very humble,
Hmm.
uh, great friends. I've had great friends who've been very humble. And I think that just you just absorb and you be like that, because I also realize that we're here today, gone tomorrow, we're up today, tomorrow we're down in 3 minutes. It's a
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
transient world. It's not going to stay forever. So I think it's stupid. I mean, it's so silly to be proud. And the
Yeah.
sad thing is, people are so revengeful. They want to put you down because they can't see your success, or they're upset about your journey, so they will manipulate. But I think the key to being humble also is forgiveness. And I have forgiven a lot of stuff that's happened in my life to people who've really been mean to me. And
Yeah.
I think that's the real key to also knowing that, you know people speak badly about God, they speak badly about prophets, they speak badly about big famous people. Who are
Yeah.
you? Who are
Hmm.
you? So
Yeah.
you just, after some time, you realize it and you move on.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
like to always move on. I like to progress. I don't want to stagnate and be in that place. So I think humility comes from also life experience. Also, when I had to do my classes, there was nobody, Mitul.
Yeah.
There
I
was
know.
nobody. I mean, in
Yeah.
a land of a billion, there was not
Yeah.
one person who taught jazz dancing. There was Farida Peda who did it, and there was Salome Roy Kapoor who did ballroom, Tushna Dallas who did ballet, Veronica Balsa who did ballet, and very few, Sam Aaron, and very few people were there, and a handful of people would go to the classes.
Hmm.
And suddenly I came like a monkey in the middle of all this and said, I want to start jazz classes.
Yeah.
So they would say, jazz kya hai, jazz? So they're like, jazz, like,
Yeah. Like a ship.
so
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was very difficult, but there was humiliation, there was taunting. Dancers don't, boys don't dance.
Yeah.
If you dance, you're gay or you're effeminate. And if girls come to your class, they're bad girls. And it's you're wearing leotards and tights. How can you
Yeah.
do
The
that?
costumes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Uh, who will marry you? So all this rubbish is to go on, and then you learn to see if you're doing something that is right, and you're not hurting anybody or harming anybody, and you're doing something right. That's why I said the Bhavnagris really saved me and helped me in doing this and encouraged me to do this, because everything was good about it. It helped a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
over
true.
the years, I realized that the more I taught students, the more I was learning from them. And it was a fabulous journey. And today I'm not lying, Mitul. Sometimes I meet people who come up to me out of the blue at coffee shops and suddenly and say, or restaurants, and say, Shamak, I'm like a 50-year-old guy, a 60-year-old guy.
Yeah.
I was a student, and it was 30 years ago. And I came when I was 30, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. No, Shamak, you've been around
The
for
satisfaction is gorgeous. It's God
you
sent.
absolutely no, Shamak. It's and it's so many people who have come and who've trained with you, the teachers and probably even teachers today. There's such because you are such a giver, because you literally give. You're not holding anything back. You have knowledge. You always told me, you know what, give the knowledge. Don't worry. Don't you all, and because you've given that. all your teachers, instructors, dancers have that element, have that good, have that feeling of giving, which is just in some way it's instilled in them. It's because you are such a
Yeah.
fabulous teacher. It's because
I think but they're such good kids. I must have some very good karma to have you all as students. I'll tell you honestly, because how wonderful you all have been, uh, how focused, how disciplined, how so much integrity in your work, and hard work. Oh God, how you all work so hard. So for me, that's a very big thing. It's a very big thing.
right. And then I do, of course, Shamak, I've known you, I've been with you at, coffee shops and so on. You yourself are a very hardworking person. Shamak, you're working till like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, but this day and age, everything is so instant. People want instant, instant money, instant fame, instant this.
It's very difficult now. The new kids on the block, my God.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like before we never danced for money. And Mitul, I don't even think you knew what you were getting when you were
No,
getting paid also.
no.
None of my, and now it's like, what are we getting paid? And I said, no, no, you're all getting, everything's told, but it's all about
Yeah,
instant fame, instant
yeah,
gratification, instant
yeah.
money, instant success.
Yeah, those. So Shama, what would you like to tell the kids? Because there's so many, oh my, this one photograph on Instagram didn't get 1,000 likes or 15 likes. So, like, how? What do you tell these people? Because
I tell people like this who live by the internet and social media that that's one place that will always give you comparison, and
mm,
you're never going to be happy because there's always people above you,
yeah,
and there are always people are going to do really well because maybe they're good looking or they talk well or they got talent, but some people are also averagely talented or not even in that space. They go into depression because of this, they
yeah,
get upset because of this. So there's a good place for this thing and it's a bad place also, but it's how you are trained to look at it objectively and not get hurt with people's success, not get hurt about the fact that you're a loser because they're so good and they're doing
mm,
so much and they got so many views. Till today, I don't have an Instagram account, I don't have a Facebook account,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and today I only must be having very few followers in my, not my own personal page, but I really don't care. And nowadays, I even hear that you can pay and get followers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
But
it's all a competitive thing, and people must not. The minute you get into competition, unless it's with yourself, I think you will always be sad. You will always get depressed. People are lonely. People are seeing the other side so green, and I think that is what's killing them. And that's why I say to you that if you want to go on the net and you want to be happy, don't compare yourself because you're never going to be happy. Because if I have 100 million, I'm going to have someone who's 150 million. If I
yeah,
have 1 million, there's someone's going to have 10 million. If I have 1,000, someone's going to have 50,000. You
yeah,
can't, but they're not so good as me. But look at, I'm so much better. You have to forget that. You have to
right.
believe in yourself. Otherwise, it can really bring you down.
That's true. That's true. Shamak, tell us a little bit. No, this is brilliantly said because it's so important for people to hear and relate to the fact that having umpteen number of followers are not important. Like you are not as active
No,
on Instagram or Twitter or any of these social platforms, but you in people just in you using your time to actually build professionals and followers who are following you for life. Like you have, like, example, somebody like me, I follow you. You have to just say it once and it's so you just like me, there are thousands. Like it's a school, Shamak. You are a teacher to, I think, maybe like 50,000 students probably through the year. You started with 7 students, but now you're in 7+ countries. It's brilliant. Like I don't know how. And there are not too many. I don't think there are any other and I'm Shama, I'm not saying it to hype you up or to, but this is what the
no, I
true
know,
facts
Mitul. You've
are.
been always a nice. What I love about you, Mitul, from the day I met you, was you're very honest and straightforward, very fair person, and I love that about you. You would say, "No, Shamak, I think it was not a great class, and I think I could do better." I said, "No, Mitul, you were very good. because I was encouraging you. No, no, Shamak, I think I have to. You were always very honest, and I love that about you. And then you became
Thank you.
such a great teacher.
Some of the teachings are because of you, because of Glenn, because of Mercy, because of
And even
again.
you being such a good guy with business and understanding acumen, you have now done your own things. You can manage your own shows. You do such lovely stuff. So many nice shows you do. You coordinate, you amalgamate, you integrate. It's fantastic.
Look, Shama, before I let you go, tell us a little bit about the Victory School that is in Canada and the Victory Dance School that you started, and why Victory, and what happens, and how can these kids or parents of these kids can connect with you or connect to the school. And please tell us a little bit about the Victory School of Dance.
Sure, sure. So actually, a girl came to me when I was teaching about 30 years ago with polio, and she said, "Can I do class?" And this is at Girton High School, and I said, "Yeah, you can do class. I mean, so what if you have polio in one hand? You
Yeah.
can use the other hand." And after about a year, she said, Shamak, I'm not lying to you, but my hand can move a bit. And she showed me.
Wow.
So I said, oh, fantastic. I said, your doctors have done some very good medication. But it's really good. And I'm very proud of you. No, no, no. It was the class. So, I said, that's very sweet of you. Didn't realize many years later, uh, the dance was healing a lot of people
Yeah.
on an emotional level,
Yeah.
on a physical level. And so I was saying that, I didn't like charities because I found these foundations very scary
Mm.
because I don't know where the money is going.
Yeah.
So I never wanted to do my own foundation. Then Glenn said, see, you're anyway taking people on wheelchairs, on crutches. You're taking people, like this. He said, just start a foundation.
Hmm.
So my CEO, Glenn DeMello, said, start. So I said, okay, let's try. So, dearest friend of mine called Kaushik Bhavnagri and Rumi Bhavnagri, their son had a garage called Victory, and I'm very much in love with that family. So I said, we'll call it Victory Arts Foundation, and that's why I started the foundation.
Hmm.
And then I realized that by using these kids on stage with me, when I perform myself, they integrate with me, and I sing with them, and I perform with them. People actually didn't feel afraid of bringing their own children to class. And I'll send you a video I just did right now called Sun Lo Dil Ki
I
Dhadkan,
saw it.
which I
Beautiful
oh,
video.
you saw? Yeah, so you can show that
Beautiful.
to your friends.
For sure.
And I used the Vancouver kids from all the the Victory Foundation kids. They were from all different schools and NGOs, what we call NGOs in India, and it was fantastic because we had all of them dancing and singing and moving, and whether they were mentally, physically challenged, or they were I don't know what's the latest word now. They say disability. I don't know what to say anymore because
Yeah.
every time it changes the words. They call
Yeah.
them special kids. So now I don't know what to call them, but they really are special to me because the hunger they have for knowledge, the hunger they have to learn, the hunger they have for dance, and the happiness they give us. Forget us giving them.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I see people in the audience actually move to tears when they
Absolutely. Yeah.
dance.
Yeah. And it's
So
such a
that
humble
foundation.
experience. Yeah, for sure. No, no. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
No, no. So I was just saying that. So that's how this whole Victory Arts Foundation happened, and every time they would perform, they would get some little medal, or they would get to pose with the film stars they loved, and it was it makes me very happy that we can. My first motto was "Have feet will dance."
Yeah.
Then my friend said, "But these guys have no feet. What are you talking about? Have feet will dance." So then I said, "Have feet will dance. Have will win, and have faith will triumph. Have
Fantastic.
spirit will
Have spiritual
triumph."
triumph. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
He said,
that.
"But they have no feet. They have no feet." I said,
Yeah.
"Okay, okay, I'll make it. Have spirit will triumph," and that's how it
Exactly.
became. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant, Shamak. Even here, like when we were here, we were still in Toronto, in Vancouver. There is the school is, growing so well, and people are doing well, and parents are coming, family kids are coming. So it's fantastic. And I remember when I was teaching these kids as well. It's such a humbling experience because here
Yeah.
we have everything, and for me, sometimes it was even the visually impaired that would come to class. They can, like, they can't see, and they're still trying to move, and there is so much joy and humbleness, and just it's different. And we are here complaining about, hey, this girl didn't look at me, or this partner didn't do this, or where is my bill. These people are like so. Yeah, so it was for me. It was a
And
very
also,
unique.
Mitul, uh, since my granduncle was the ambassador and chairman of Helen Keller in India with
Right.
this lady, he had, sorry, the trust he was with, and I still am with that. I still let them work in my building, the Helen Keller people in my office in Chembur, and we taught so many Helen Keller kids. I was an ambassador once for them, and it was actually the most beautiful experience teaching them because they can't see, they can't hear, they can't talk. And how do I explain to them what movement is?
Exactly.
How do
Yeah.
I explain to them what How do I explain to them what music is? And how do I make them dance? So we are the ones who need to learn. It's just unbelievable. And I'm not just saying this, but really it moves you, and it makes you also realize how lucky you are that you can teach them and give them knowledge because you're lucky. They are not lucky because they have you. I think you're lucky you have them because they're really powerful teachers
Yeah,
spiritually.
that's true. That's true. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Shamak, no, thank you for your time. Before I let you go, you recently just released a video, Ma, Mother, like fantastic. Can you sing maybe?
Yeah, that
Like,
song also has a story. So I went to meet Mother Teresa. I met her twice with my mother. And the first time I met her, she just looked at me out of a crowd and she came up to me. It was, I swear, this is like, I couldn't even, I till now, my mother and I still talk about it. And there were people, she just looked, and she said, you come here. So I said, me? So I looked, she says, come here. And then she said, why don't you come and work with me in
fantastic.
my, yeah. And I said, okay, because I don't know what made her say it. The next time, because I was so touched by her, I wrote a song for her called Mother, and I played the piano and sang it. And I sent it to her, and she wrote a beautiful letter to me back. And I still have that letter
Nice.
with me and the photographs with mommy and me and her. And so I can sing the song. So we can only see that it is she who can change the melody of lives by giving and yet not getting. But for the sake of giving, she is living. God, she's so bright and blue and white.
Wow, fantastic. I have goosebumps. I've not heard you sing live in so long, and this is this
And
is
my dog's gonna
fantastic.
bark any moment. There he is.
Oh, hi. No, Shamak, thank you. Last thing, what is your one mantra that you go by? And for people who are watching, of course, they can follow you on Shamak. Just type Google, like Google Shamak, and you'll see a class nearby. They're offering so many free dance classes around the globe. So, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous instructors are offering free classes. Please go visit any of the Shamak Twitter handles, Instagram handles, or just Google up Shamak and you will find something. For people who don't know, dance equals to Shamak. So please just Google it up and you will for sure have something that will get you and get your spirits high. Shamak, one last thing, please give us some mantra that you personally go by, and you would want people in this day and age who are going through the state of emergency. People, businesses are affected, relationships are affected. A positive line or positive mantra for people who are watching to go through these tough times.
I think the most powerful thing in your life is prayer. And the more I've learned that the power of prayer is so powerful, Mitul, I cannot tell you. Have the faith, go with faith, just and trust, no matter what. I think you will get there. But
Yeah.
you have to trust and you have to pray. When I say pray, I don't mean pray. Just pray means talk to him like a friend. That's what I mean by pray.
Right, right.
That's
Perfect.
too powerful.
That's fantastic. And last thing, I don't read a lot of books and so on, but I have read this one beautiful book which is out here, and it just happens to be on my desk. And for people who have not read this book, please read this book. It has changed my life. I hope in some way or the other it changes your life, and there will be something to for everybody in this particular book. And it's your take. So Shamak, again, once again, thanks a lot for being
Thank
here.
you. I
Thank you,
love
thank
you.
you, thank you. Anything else you would like to say? I think you were going to say something.
No,
Anything?
I think that what you're doing is a very good thing. You're getting people together. I think people are very sad and depressed because of what's going on, especially in the world. It's becoming worse day by day. But I think if we hang on and we are strong and we work through prayer and work through doing the right thing no matter what, doing the right thing no matter what. I think there's a very powerful force that will uplift you and save you and help you. It always has, it's never failed and never will.
Fantastic.
Never.
Thank you. Thank you, Shamak. Again, once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. When I look at you, I see like a beautiful tree who's like so, grounded and rooted, and you have your branches all over and fruits, and but you are that strong tree that is there, and you've helped so many people. God bless you. Lots of love, lots of wishes, lots of,
And love to your
success to
family
you.
and doggy and your
Thank
children,
you,
of
thank
course.
you, thank you, thank you. I love you,
I love
Shamak.
you.
Take care. God bless you. Thank you, Shamak.
Do I press the lower Lily button? I've never done this interview on this
No,
before.
that's fine. I'll just end the broadcast. It will stop. Thank you, Shamak. Take
See,
care.
I'm so socially, technically challenged. That's
Thank
one
you.
thing you didn't know about me, Parayoli. I'm really not into all this. So anyway, I love you.
Thank you. I love
Mitul,
you too,
God
Shamak.
bless you,
Thank
and
you.
always
Thank
fly
you.
higher. You know that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.